my dear Michelle. Thank you so much for ordering a personal reading with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. So I will start shuffling your cards, and I use the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot. And when I open your deck here, I see Page of Swords and the Ace of Cups in the reversed. So Page of Swords is a very sharp young mind. It might be the mind of your inner child that has like a goal. It's like John the Ark being on a mission. Blood, sweat and tears, victory at last. But with the Ace of Cups, it's probably that you don't feel the appreciation and love back. Like you're putting in a lot of effort here, your whole soul, and like a lot of your thinking and a lot of your planning and a lot of your visions, but you don't see the result. It's like the world doesn't really love you back in the way that you want to show your it's not love really that you're showing. It's more like it's more like this John the Ark, the feeling that you're on a mission. You could do things to help educate the world, maybe with your acting or something like that. Okay, so I call the divine with love and light. And here we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse with the Ace of Pentacles in the upright position. So it seems like you might be in a lopsided situation where you are kind of the underdog, or someone that are kind of dependent on other people being like the bigger person and showing love towards you, or showing that you're worth something. And we also have the Empress here in the reverse and Three of Wands. So it's like your happiness is depending on other people. It's like this in the world, that we are dependent on other people to give us chances and breaks, or to watch the stuff we are doing, or to appreciate us and tell the world, or just spread the word. So there's something going on here where you probably have a pattern of giving more love to people than what they actually give back. And that might be the reason to why you want to be an actress in the first place, is because you want to have the table to turn to other people, to finally notice you, giving you attention, and you being the person that can give them love whenever it kind of suits you. Like, this person I want to help, but not that one. So it's a situation. I'm not saying that this is bad in any way. I'm just trying to explain what I'm seeing with the cards here. So the Ace of Cups is very beautiful. It comes from the source of your soul, of the place from where you are born with love, like your soul was born with love. So it's nothing bad with this. It's just your soul trying to find its way through a complicated life pattern of overgiving or not being noticed, really. So I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world. And we see here Queen of Cups and Ace of Cups in the reverse. It's much what I would expect from a person that was involved maybe with theater. Okay, they are very emotional, over emotional, very dramatic, very close to their soul in a way that can't really be understood in this world, like artists being very fragile. I'm thinking for some reason of Avicii, this Swedish singer-songwriter that ended their life because he was pushed to work too much, and this is like this very delicate artist. They are very close to death and their soul and the subconscious and their undergrounds and the dark sides of their psyche. They are being very empathic, but in the same way, like almost close to depression and things like this. It costs to be an artist, to bring this essence of making other people feel things into the world. So I'm thinking you're perfect for artists, but maybe not perfect for personal happiness, because you're oversensitive. So I call the six elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Michelle. We have an Ace of Swords here in the reversed. I don't know if it jumped in what kind of way it jumped, but I think it was in reverse, and the 10 of Wands. So if we say it's like this, I'm thinking you're fighting too hard. to reach this this goal. For some reason it's too much, so we'll see where it goes with that. So we're going to check into your is acting your next most important life goal. What life goal could improve your future stability and happiness, and what should be your main focus, and also the future development and timing with your life goal, and when will you succeed in acting and get to travel and be happy in a more happy place, like move into a happy place of your existence. Okay, so it's done. I'm sorry for the lighting. It's very beautiful, but it can make the cars look a little bit dark. So I'm just going to tune in to you and this reading for a few seconds. It's very early morning, so that's why the light is coming in straight. The roof ceiling is straight to the south, so the or east, southeast, so it's coming in the light very sharp in the morning. Okay, so this is your future development and timing, and when will you find this beautiful place of success and traveling and finding like a good place for yourself. And here is the your life goal, if it's the right one for you. And we have the 10 of Cups here, so it seems like you're really into this drama and acting, and it's like what you were born to do, I will guess. With the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups in the reverse, it's like you have all your tentacles down in the water like this, and you're not focused on so much your personal happiness on earth. It's more that you're trying to open this gate to the subconscious and to the creative pool from the goddess. And it seems like that is what you are supposed to do. This is what you are made for. So it's very beautiful. 10 of Cups. To choose this road, if you can look at other people, other artists, well, there's a lot of them being like happy and living on the hills, but there's a lot of them that have had this more sad life routine. So just because you become, if you become like a successful actress, doesn't mean you will become happy. Since you're so close to this source, it might like drive you a little bit crazy. You can see this with also with big artists like painters, but also with in nunneries in the olden days when there were people there being enlightened and walking underneath the eye of God. People avoided them. They were scared of bringing them food, for example, because they didn't want the eye of God to fall on them, because that kind of life is very hard. You are like an egg without the shell, or like a jellyfish. It's very, you make yourself very fragile, but something that you're supposed to do. It's almost religious, this. So this is the future development, and we have the World card in the reverse, so it shows that something is a little bit off, like 10 degrees off from your goal, but you shouldn't give up. You should continue on your path, because when you have figured this out, everything will just solve. The World card is like being on the highest path towards your highest destiny, with divine timing and like synchronicity, everything on place. And it's also about closure and new beginnings. So it might be that there's some kind of closure, that you haven't been able to close the deal on something. It might be some past hurt, or it might be an actual deal that you need to close. Okay, so this is acting your next important life goal, and we have the Queen of Pentacles here. So money seems to be like important thing for you also. Queen of Pentacles comes in the upright, so it kind of shows stable economy, but we are talking about life goals. So stable economy, and seeing too that you are not like one of these half-dying artists in some addict somewhere living on breadcrumbs. It's not a lifestyle for you. Queen of Pentacles is very luscious, taking care of her body, taking care of her appearance, taking care of her friends. It's like nature growing here, so it's a very beautiful card for financial stability and overflowing abundance. So it's like a mother creating a beautiful home. So it seems like you need to focus a lot on creating like stability for your economy, but also for you as a person, like stable life arrangements to make this life goal happen, I guess. And the next card is the Eight of Pentacles in the reversed. So Eight of Pentacles in the reversed might be that maybe you have forgotten about working to bring an income to your to get you sustained when you are continuing towards your life goal. Maybe you think money isn't essential or it's not necessary, but I think that fulfilling your needs might be very necessary, and you might need to focus on fulfilling different needs that you might feel that you don't want to have, but you are actually a soul now in a body. You're not a soul floating around on the clouds somewhere, doesn't need food, can eat prana. You need food, okay? You need a stable environment, and you need security. So this seems what you need to focus on right now. To, if you don't have a job, find a job. If you have a job, maybe find a better one, because the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse might show that this is what's a little bit off, that you're not on the right place. But of course, if you want to work with artistry, and you have to work as the classic is a waitress, of course. We can see this in many movies, so that might be like what's off, but you still need the money. So it might be that you need to make a compromise right now. So that's the life goal for right now. So okay, the bigger life goals is still this Ten of Cups, but now we are going into micromanaging here, and it seems like money needs to be your focus right now. What life goal could improve your future stability and happiness? And we have a Page of Pentacles in the reversed. So Page of Pentacles in the reversed, it's usually meaning that a person is losing focus from their goals. They actually don't see the goals, or they think it's they are not going to ever reach them. So it might be that you need to be realistic about your life goal. Like, you know where you want to go, but you also know that there's steps to reach there. You can't have it like exactly right now, and this without losing focus on your actual life goal. So you don't end up being like working on an office for the rest of your life just because you need to keep yourself sustained while going on different auditions. So it's your focus. I'm thinking your focus. It might be that you actually could find an acting job right now that would pay you great money, but maybe you are focusing on too many different other things. That could be the thing also. You need to know yourself what's resonating. The first thing was what my intuition said, but I'm seeing other possibilities. And here we have the Ace of Cups. So I'm thinking self-love is what's going on here. What you need to focus on right now to improve your future stability and happiness is self-love. Like, you were born like this. Don't try to change yourself. If you are a fish, you need to be in water. You can't like, oh, I need to bear being on land. I need to be able to do this because other people are able to do this. Well, other people aren't fishes. I'm not saying that you're a Pisces. I'm just saying that you're a person that needs to be an artist. And you need to accept this with you, and that it can't be changed. So love the seed that you were when you came. It's like this story with the king in his garden, and he has grown this beautiful garden, but all the different plants were unhappy with their role. The rose wanted to be tall as the cypress. The cypress wanted to be like branching out like the beautiful oak, and so on. And the beautiful oak wanted to smell like the rose, and everyone was so unhappy because they wanted to be like someone else. But God, or the king that owned this garden, he said, well, I planted you in this way because I wanted you in this way. Actually, it was a little flower that said that, but God planted you like this because he wanted you to grow into what you are, not to become someone else. Okay. So what should you focus on? And we have a Seven of Pentacles here in the reversed. So it seems like you should focus on this fact that you don't have reached your life goal just yet. It's a lot of pentacles here. It might be something that needs to be solved with this. like maybe you put in too much of your self-worth in this, that you haven't got to where you want to be just yet. And if you stress a little bit about it, like, oh, I haven't got to where I'm supposed to be just yet, then a lot of things that has been buried, that's pain, like giving you a lot of pain, might be coming up to the surface, and you can be able to process it. 7 is always spiritual challenges, so it seems like you need to go through a rough patch, or really look where you are driving yourself crazy, and drive yourself crazy a little bit more, like to the edge, so you really will see what it is that you need to work on when it comes to yourself. For example, we can maybe you try to think very good thoughts, very positive thoughts. Think of you going to an audition, and after that it didn't go so well. You pat your back and say, well, I did the best I can, and it was really great. It was just not my day. But if you instead would go into a little bit like anxiety, and okay, so I didn't get it, I wanted to have it but I didn't get it, and really focus on what could have been made different. So you always, it's like you need to become a real pro here. You need to polish yourself and your skills, in like really put in the work if you want to be this actress that you're supposed to be. And if you want to grow into this seed, you need to push through a lot of dark dirt. So that is what I'm seeing. You're supposed to be this actress. It's just that you have a little bit of way to go. Maybe you need to, learn a lot on this journey while you're making audition. Try to ask the people, okay, so what did I do good? What didn't I do so good? If you can get access to them, what could be better? Like really listen for criticism and try to work on that so that you can grow into this direction. And also love yourself, of course, but this is just an exercise. It's not to break your wings. It's just an exercise to see where you are having your blind spots, where you kind of take care of yourself maybe a little bit too much, and not seeing the truth of what it is that you need to fix. Sometimes we can have really dark shadows that's keeping us away from our big dreams, because and we don't want to go there because it hurts or it's not comfortable, so we are letting ourselves off the hook, and you need to not do that. That's what I'm seeing. It's very harmonious. It's beautiful cards. It's just giving you some tips how you can fix this. And it seems like you could become, like you can start working with actressing any day. It's just that you need to find out where you not really love yourself, and go deep into those places and see what you can be harvest from that, the things that you have blinded yourself from. So this is like a little bit of a timeline, and we have a 2 of Cups right now in reverse, so showing that you haven't found your true match just yet, like a person that could give you a contract, or someone that could like find you and see, oh, this is going to be the next talent for the 2020 century. Okay, so it's like you feel the love for artistry, but the artistry doesn't feel the love for you. And here we have the Death card underneath the 8 of Pentacles. So the Death card underneath the 8 of Pentacles, kind of serious. It's like being sacked off from your work. It's something that's not going particularly well. But with the Death card, it's always like a meaning to it. So it might be that you are currently working on something that where you are not supposed to be. You need to change course of direction because you're, like I said, 10 degrees off. So death might come. And rejection is God's protection. It's like you were not supposed to be at that place at this time. And here we have a 3 of Cups in reversed with the Page of Pentacles. So it's something with your group that maybe you are not in the best group, like people are not taking care of each other and not holding each other's back. Might be a lot of backstabbing, slander talking. Maybe you need to do sexual favors to people to get ahead. It can be stupid things like that. And you need to watch out for that a little bit. 2, 3 of Cups. See where it goes. It wants to go to something harmonious, but for right now it's not particularly. 9, the Hermit. Okay, so you need to make a deep dive, as I said, into yourself. to look at what is disturbing this inner core of yours. So it might be that you need to, like, things need to go bad for you, so you will drop a little bit into depression and be able to see yourself, to start to do the work with seeing yourself for real, what's going on, what needs to be improved. And we have the Four of Pentacles, so we are back here to, like, kind of living your life day by day, trying to get by with rent and like making stable life for yourself. So it seems like you have a bit to go. First, you need to acknowledge that you're not exactly on your right path. There's something that's, if it feels off, if it feels like, no, I can't handle this, I can't go another day to do that, you can't do that. You need to stop doing that, because you are on, like, a little bit off your course. How you can put yourself on right course is to go deep within and do some soul searching, and also, you know, improve your skills a little bit. But the main focus right now is just to get you by day, like with the economy, as I told you. So the economy, you need to find yourself in like a platform for economy first, and then things will go from there. I see that you are supposed to be an actress, but it's not going to happen overnight. There needs to be steps being made, 3 steps as I see. Change your direction. You are a little bit off course. Do the soul searching. Okay, why? It's like some edge between you and other people that makes you depressed. You need to go and look into that, like, real deep. And you need to make some stability for you financially. And then things might hit off. I can't see it. This is just like a 6 months plan, okay? So I hope this will help you, and I want you to take really good care. It seems like you're already very good taken care of by the universe, so you can trust everything that's happening, but don't become lazy, okay? So that's a little bit of warning. So have a real nice time and work on this, and I think you will be greatly rewarded, okay? Bye bye.